A woman beside you, you put your life in their hands.
The call sign for the flight was Yukla 27. Yukla is the Tenina Indian dialect for eagle, and this couple lifts 28-year-old U.S. Air Force captain and son, Robert Long, up on eagle's wings.
There hasn't been a month gone by in the last 10 years that we haven't heard from someone from the Air Force, from the AWACS community. Thank you for his sacrifice. It just pulls everything together that you all haven't forgotten us.
As F-15 Eagles take off on afterburners from Alaska, they are safer because of the sacrifice of the U.S. and Canadian airmen. Lieutenant Colonel Roger Brown is squadron commander of the 962nd Airborne Air Control Squadron. He told 11 News that Yukla 27's home squadron was part of an international safety improvement in the years since the tragedy.
And the Air Force completely reinvigorated and built a tremendous bird avoidance program. And I'll say not just the Air Force, but aviation worldwide.
That life has special meaning today. That left-hand turn that never completed is frozen in time. But Captain Robert Long and his 23 crewmates, in a sense, completed that turn today. Come left 90 degrees and clear skies ahead. Godspeed.
Those whose job it is to watch from above. Those new safety procedures and radars are backed up by special sound cannons now that help scare off the birds. And Dave and Laura, the Air Force has removed vegetation as well that might attract birds to nearby takeoff patterns. Reporting live from the studio, Jim McClure, 11 News.
Thank you, Jim. Alaska's top military man says the largest deployment since the Vietnam War has taken place under his command, and Alaska is playing a huge part in it. Lieutenant General Carol Howie Chandler heads the Alaska Command from its Joint Service Headquarters at Elmendorf Air Force Base. The three-star Air Force general commands a combined force of 21,000 Army, Air Force, Naval, Marine, National Guard, Coast Guard, and civilian personnel charged with defending Alaska. Today, he summarized how activities at Elmendorf, the Army's Fort Richardson, and deployments overseas impact the local community.
1 in 5 Alaskans has some direct connection to the military. That translates to a huge amount of support for what we do here in the state of Alaska, whether you're an active duty member or a guardsman or a reservist or a DoD civilian employee.
Chandler leaves his current post for a job at the Pentagon next month as the Air Force's Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations, making him the principal operating officer of the Air Service.
And a natural disaster is on the brink of hitting Texas's coast. Hurricane Rita, experts say, is ready to pack a punch. For days, Texas officials have urged those.
Stock market losses in 2002 and 2003 drove the fund's value down this year. And while this year's record crude oil prices bulk up the fund's principal, that money has to be invested and is not figured into dividends. But permanent fund officials predict rising payouts over the next decade. And still to come on 11 News at 10 tonight.
I'm Jim McClure at the University of Alaska Anchorage. Will senior citizens keep their tuition waiver? We'll find out coming up next on CBS 11 News.
This edition of the Channel 11 News brought to you by the Morrison Auto Group, where it's just more fun to buy. The Morrison Auto Group continues to be your smartest choice when it comes to quality used vehicles. And now we have an even larger selection. Visit our new
charges and are being sued in federal court. Now, filing for bankruptcy may become more difficult for Americans as new federal bankruptcy laws start in just a few weeks. Here in Alaska, experts say filings are way up. 11's Jim McClure has more on this story. He joins us in the studio tonight. Jim?
Dave, one figure shows that Alaska bankruptcy filings are up 33% for the first half of this year. And local bankruptcy attorneys and nonprofit credit counselors are seeing lots of new business as the October 17th deadline looms. People are eager to file because they fear the new laws may limit their options to get relief from their debts. Local experts from here in Anchorage, including the nonprofit Consumer Credit Counseling Service, say some options may be limited. But for many, the new law means sound steps for handling debt.
Under the new law, they will have to have a pre-filing counseling appointment, and they'll also have to have a post-filing credit education course.
It really depends on your own financial situation as to how the new law affects you. The best advice is to see a bankruptcy lawyer that offers a free initial consultation as well as a reputable credit counseling service to weigh all your options. And Dave, we'll talk to both those experts in a report coming up here at 11 News at 6. Reporting live from the studio, Jim McClure, 11 News.
And still to come on 11 News at 5 tonight, the Pentagon promised all deployed troops in Iraq that they'll serve no more than 12 months there. Today, we've learned that that promise has been modified. We'll have that story next in our Eye on the World.
The October 17th deadline is getting near for new federal bankruptcy laws to take effect. Jim McClure is standing by live in our newsroom and reports that large numbers of Alaskans are rushing to beat that deadline and file bankruptcy before this new law takes effect. Jim?
You know, Laura, we've all sat at the kitchen table or signed online to pay our bills, but what do you do when you can't make ends meet? Your options may have changed with the stroke of a presidential pen.
Ready? Ready or not, here it comes. Applause in April in Washington as the Bankruptcy Reform Act is signed. Hesitation across Alaska and here in Anchorage, where citizens wonder if these downtown doors of bankruptcy court will still be open to them.
The biggest potential loser, in my opinion, is the divorced single mother who is receiving substantial child support.
Have you paid this one?
One of the first places to seek relief from your debts is the nonprofit Consumer Credit Counseling Service of Alaska. They've helped 5,000 families in the past year work out their debts without bankruptcy through lower payments over an extended time. The counseling director says the new law will structure debts much the same way.
Under the new law, they will have to have a pre-filing counseling appointment, and they'll also have to have a post-filing credit education course.
State figures show 33% more Alaskans are filing for bankruptcy, and it can be a viable option for getting out from under a crushing load of unanticipated debt. A public right under public law.
Some experts say that you can have a bankruptcy without stigma. It's even in Scripture, if you look back far enough, there's one phrase that says, "Thou shalt make a release every 7 years."
But in the past few thousand years, red tape has grown, even more so when the legislation takes effect October 17th. Longtime bankruptcy attorney Tom Yerbick is a bankruptcy court rules attorney, vice chair of the American Bankruptcy Institute, and the Consumer Bankruptcy Committee.
They still have to jump through the same hoops. They still have to go through the same procedures before they file. They still have to provide the same information, and they have to go through a lot more before they can get the relief.
The best advice for your situation is to get advice from both an attorney and a credit counselor.
And Dave and Laura, most attorneys offer a free initial consultation, and of course, so do many nonprofit consumer credit counselors. The opinions of both will help you make the best decision and know if you need to even worry about the deadline. Reporting live from the studio, Jim McClure, 11 News.
Thank you, Jim. Get out your Mardi Gras beads and prepare to have a good time.
We're heading back out to the Red Cross's Big Bash to raise funds for hurricane victims.
Jumped all the way over that dude. What do you think of that?
That was freaky. I don't think a moose I've ever, yeah, he jumped. I've never seen a moose jump a fence like that before. Oh my goodness. I hope he's okay.
Nope.
Here at O'Malley and C Street, we're getting a little visitor here over my shoulder, is going to be finishing up for the summer in the next couple of weeks. They're going to finish up any existing work, and they're not going to start any new projects this year. So I'm going to get out of here before the moose gets me. Live in South Anchorage, I'm Angela Huddy, 11 News.
The moose's turn to take over the roads. Thank you, Angela. Well, Fairbanks breathes a sigh of relief when the brat comes in energy prices. There's one way to avoid high gas prices and energy prices. Ease your current consumption and start using an alternative fuel source for daily uses. 11's Jim McClure has done some snooping around today. He's found several ways Alaskans are beating the nation's energy crunch. Jim?
Laura, it seems the whole nation is turning to Alaska in the wake of lost oil production in the Gulf of Mexico and increased energy costs here at home. But within this ill wind is a breeze of innovative ways to offset prices that have Alaskan businesses and consumers over a barrel.
If there is something new under the sun, it's that the sun and wind are free resources that Alaska and all of America can tap into.
Up here in the corner, you see the multifaceted solar panels? Those are multi-crystal panels.
For 15 years, Kurt Garud of Anchorage has built a sunny future for thousands of Alaskans by selling alternative energy systems. Recent calamities like Hurricanes Katrina and Rita have also brought customers from Australia to California in search of ways to save at the gas pump and at the electrical transformer. Part of the answer is generators, refrigerators, and freezers. Oh my.
We have refrigerators that average 1.8 amps of electricity, and it's a refrigerator and a freezer. Most people's refrigerators and freezers in their apartments or homes average about 14 amps.
The Susitna Energy Systems founder has answers that do more than just blow in the wind, and all the alternative energy gizmos have a big incentive for homes and businesses, courtesy of Uncle Sam.
We just passed in this country a $3,000 tax benefit per individual. There's some caps. It becomes effective December 31st.
And it's become politically acceptable to encourage energy savings without worrying about a lot of dirty laundry. Oh, that's covered too.
You throw your dirty clothes in, you take them out, hang them up.
What used to be exotic is now as commonplace as a trip to the store. Give or take a few amps.
From food to fuel, there are ways to save big over the long haul. The #1 seller for the man we interviewed? Satellite phones that helped relief workers cut the costs down south and save those in need of rescue. Reporting live from the studio, Jim McClure, CBS 11 News.
All right, thank you, Jim. In other news tonight, the man known as Papa Pilgrim is fluctuating in energy costs seemingly at the mercy of natural disasters and a dwindling oil supply. What can Alaskans do to keep those costs down? 11's Jim McClure discovered the answer is quite a lot. He joins us now in the newsroom with the latest. Jim?
Well, Laura, as the popular song goes, sometimes you don't really know what you've got till it's gone. But there's one Anchorage business that's been a pioneer in showing how to make use of the most abundant resources that Alaska has to offer. For 15 years, Kent Garud of Anchorage has built a sunny future for thousands of Alaskans by selling alternative energy systems. Recent calamities like Hurricanes Katrina and Rita have also brought customers from Australia to California in search of ways to save at the gas pump and at the electrical transformer.
Like we have refrigerators that average 1.8 amps of electricity, and it's a refrigerator and a freezer. Most people's refrigerators and freezers in their apartments or homes average about 14 amps.
The alternative energy store is really more like a general store than a specialty store. You know, Laura, their catalog and online listings would put the old Montgomery Ward catalog to shame. The top seller? Satellite phones to get hurricane relief workers dialed in. Reporting live from the newsroom, Jim McClure, CBS 11 News.
Thank you, Jim. The Department of Fish and Game is cautioning people to be careful when outdoors. They want to remind people that although the temperatures are changing, the department says they've gotten several reports of bear sightings in town. They were reportedly seen at Bicentennial Park and out at Campbell Creek, where silvers are still running. Officials say 3 brown bears have been shot to protect people and property, and they want to caution people to keep a wary eye out for trouble.
Are fish in the creek, there are bears on the creek. You need to be aware of that and make a lot of noise and to avoid a defensive attack.
Well, bears aren't the only wildlife to keep an eye on when you're out and about. It's rutting season for moose, and a close encounter with one offered one of our own news crews a reminder to be careful among some of Alaska's bigger residents. Check out this video caught yesterday at a live shot by 11 News photographer Kyle Stodler. The moose, spooked by all the attention and traffic, became slightly agitated. Fortunately, the bull managed to run off safely. The moose and news crew were unharmed in the incident. But experts say if you find yourself in a similar situation, it's important to give the animal plenty of space to allow it to pass to safety. The Matsu Valley is having problems with animals of their own, but their problem is with domestic animals, not those found in the wild. 11 News reporter Allie Reed spent some time. Has added to the nation's growing energy crisis. But while state and national politicians, including Alaska Governor Frank Murkowski, have called for increased production here, Jim McClure tells us tonight about a big producer that's actually cutting back. Jim, bring us up to speed.
Laura, the governor, in an